Yeah, this is how you start Mondays, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, T Tribe. Welcome, welcome. I am Mansi Bolaños. I am so excited to be here with the one, the only, who?
Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Revolution and welcome to the morning tea. And it is Monday with Monsi. Hey girl, how you doing?
Hey, how are you? I mean, we were just talking about it, how Mondays have like a weird feel to them. But I like that you came
Yeah.
in like that, so it doesn't let me feel the Monday blues. You know what I mean? So
We're gonna
thank
shake
you.
it off.
Shake it
Everyone,
off,
if
take
you're
it out.
hungover after the Super Bowl, you shake it off. You
Yes, you
know?
shake it off, shake it off, especially after Super Bowl Sunday, which is just like a big long day. You know, Monday after Super Bowl is one of the most called in sick days in the US, and it makes
I
perfect
didn't know
sense.
that.
But if think
Oh,
about it,
I
like
had no
it's such a
idea.
day. Yeah, it's such a day thing. It is the most called in sick day. It's so funny. Guys, you're probably wondering where Alex is. Alex Schiffman is enjoying her best life. She will be back soon. Don't you worry about it. Courtney and I will have you covered today. There is so much to talk about, right, Courtney?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
just
I actually spoke to Miss Alex Schiffman yesterday in T Tribe. She did want to send her love to you guys. She's fine. By the way, she's fine. She's perfectly safe. She's handling that business, and she'll be back
yeah,
soon. We got
yeah,
our
she'll be back.
girls here for another moment, so we're gonna get into some things.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some things. T Tribe, I missed you all. You guys are all so sweet in the chat. Thank you. But we do really have a lot to talk about today. So let's get started because we have to talk about Drake's Super Bowl ad, which had a lot of people talking. Danny Lay and Das Baby broke up. Lil Nas X shows off on Twitter. Oh goodness, I can't wait to talk about that. Lana Condor announces a new series for Netflix, and Mariah Carey celebrates the Super Bowl in her own way. I also can't wait to talk about that one. I was shocked a little bit about it. We're also going to talk about obviously, Miley Cyrus's pregame show. Cardi B definitely catching some heat for her most recent single, which I think you guys talked about it a little bit. We're going to talk about it more. Megan Thee Stallion teaming up with Doja Cat to promote their upcoming music video for 3435 with Ariana Grande, which I am a big fan of. Behind the Car Jenner Gates, we're going to talk about Kylie joining Caitlyn for a makeup tutorial, which was just so sweet. And Kourtney Kardashian showing off her new workout routine. Oh, yes. And finally, for our OMT story of the day, what else would we be talking about? The Weeknd Super Bowl halftime show and whether it lived up to your hype, to your expectations, because there are mixed reviews about it. So stick around. We're going to talk about all this. We're going to spill all the hot tea. Are you ready, Courtney?
Wait, Monty, before we get into the
Hey,
tea, you
what
gotta tell me
happened?
what you did this weekend, girl. We gotta run through. Girl, we don't even know each other that well yet, Monty. Tell me what you did this weekend, girl.
Listen, Super Bowl for me is really like a holiday. I love Super Bowl. I love, football. I'm a big fan. It's not my favorite sport, so I didn't have a dog in the fight. I really didn't care who won. I thought I
Mm.
think if I had to pick, I was rooting for Tom Brady to get a seventh because that's pretty awesome, especially at his age. But I just hung out with my boyfriend and one of my best friends and her husband and their kids, kept it real low key. Normally it is party time, not this year. And we thoroughly enjoyed our day. Had some drinks, a little tequila, as some of the T Tribe knows that I like my tequila with a little orange slice. That all happened. But in moderation, which is why I'm here bright and early with you, living my best life. How was your weekend?
I had a good weekend. I honestly, girl, I know we talk about the Super Bowl and the halftime all last week, Monty, but honestly, girl, by the time Sunday came, I had forgotten that the Super Bowl was even on. But thankfully, I am a tweeter, so the boys and girls of the world did let me know that the Super Bowl was happening. Monty, I even tried to watch the weekend live, girl. I had my Nintendo Switch in my lap. I very much was getting into Super Mario 64. I tweeted the boys and girls of the world. I said, when is halftime? And someone, shout out to that someone, I'm losing your name in the moment, but they tweeted me, oh, it's going to happen soon. And then, I just was like, well,
You regret putting down Nintendo
it can
64.
wait. No, girl, I didn't even put it down. I said, well, it can wait until after a couple stages and then it'll be up on YouTube. And Monty, no lie, the second when I opened up YouTube, it was there. So great. I didn't have to sacrifice fun for work because I knew I needed to see it in order to talk about it with you and the teacher.
Are gonna talk about
so it was a good weekend.
I understand your feelings with the Weeknd show. It's I have so much to talk about, so much to say, but we'll get into that. It's so funny how so much information is thrown at you over the Super Bowl, and then the day comes, and I'm sure you are not the only one that was literally like, oh, right, that's actually today. Everything we've been talking about is actually today. And now it's over. I hate that. Don't you wish certain things could last a little longer? Okay. Like your birthday, maybe Christmas, maybe like Super Bowl, just a little longer. Just like 2 days.
You know what it is? I like when events pass because then it makes me feel like I'm always closer to the next big thing, you know? So like Super Bowl was this, then I feel like now I'm looking forward to the Grammys. I need it. I'm on the road. I'm running. I'm sprinting. I'm not the sporty Spice. I need the musica.
But that touched me. Just like, I like that. I like when something's over because I'm looking forward to the next big thing. Stop it. That's it. I'm writing that down. I'm keeping it, stealing it. I'll give you credit, but I like that. That's right. So let's talk about what already happened so we can appreciate it and look forward to the next thing, starting with Drake's appearance in a Super Bowl ad. You know, fans went wild over this new Super Bowl ad. I mean, they always do. The Super Bowl ads are always the best, but this one featured Drake himself. In the ad, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Jake from State Farm all muse about having stand-ins working with them on the latest commercial for the insurance company. Aaron and Patrick each have their concerns about their stand-ins, but everything changes as soon as the certified lover boy rapper steps up. Take a look, everybody. It's awesome.
Is that Drake?
That's right. And Drake from State Farm. Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, call me crazy, but I'm a big fan of Paul Rudd, who was also one of the stand-ins. So even without Drake, I would have been a fan of that commercial. Those are always so fun. What did you think of it?
So, shout out to Paul Rudd because Clueless is my favorite film of all time. I thought that the ad was just fine. It wasn't anything like spectacular or anything like this won't leave a mark on pop culture, but it was like a cute and quirky kind of moment. Drake looked good. Shout out to Drake. And also shout out to Amanda. Good morning, Amanda. Amanda is here giving us a thumbs up, which reminds you guys to like the video, share the video, and get all your friends in here so that we can grow the T Tribe. But Monty, it was nothing to shake a wig out and go party with, you know? What did you think? Was it just all right?
So do you think that it was just all right because it's kind of like the same stuff we see? Like, you think it's just good because they used famous people in their cameos? Do you think that's why it's good?
I think that it's good because when it comes to a Super Bowl commercial, the recipe is just sort of you have a big brand, you have a celebrity cameo, and that's it. I think that Super Bowl commercials that we remember, there's something impactful or memorable about it. And I am sure that after we are done with the show today, I will forget that the commercial existed.
Well, you know what? I don't know if all fans feel like you because some of the fans were tweeting about this commercial. One person said, "Have I been in quarantine too long, or is Drake in a State Farm polo doing it for me?" And listen, I get it. He looked good. He looked handsome. And, you know, they try to make it funny, and it's hard to be funny. Comedic timing is very difficult. And I'm not saying he, hit it out of the park, home run, grand slam, but he was able to execute it pretty well. I was like, okay, Drake, there you go. That was funny. Good job. Yeah.
Well, and Drake it makes sense because Drake was on Degrassi, and Jimmy Brooks is not a funny character, but I mean, girl, I laughed at Jimmy Brooks a lot more than I laugh at Drake now. So I would rather, to be honest, Monty, I think at this point, even though we know there's an album coming from Drake, I would be all right if Drake took a year off and did a little show something, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that either. I mean, I think everything happening in the world now, it's like there's no rules. There should be no schedule. You just do what you want to do type of sitch. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have an urge to suddenly switch out of your insurance like this Twitter user that said, I suddenly have the urge to switch to State Farm out of nowhere. No, not for you.
Monty, let's not even talk about insurance today, girl, but I'm going to just say this. I am not switching to State Farm, but shout out to them and their iconic red polos, girl. You'll never miss it.
For real. I mean, not to dwell on insurance commercials, but insurance commercials really knock it out of the park. We've got State Farm with Jake, and then we got Flo and the Progressive Gang that are so funny. How do you pick between any other two? I know Geico's another one, but they're all so clever in how they advertise. It's crazy.
You have to be, because insurance is boring. No shade to people that work in insurance. But to people that don't, it's boring. So how do you get people to sign up, right? You get a Gecko, you get Drake, you get Flo and that bump it that never comes out of her hair. So hey, go off.
Mira. I never was able to successfully wear a bump it. So you go, Flo. Don't take it off, because I get it. I get the struggles. I get it. Now another couple. You go, Flo. Now there's a couple that definitely has had struggles, and they are no longer a couple. So let's talk about DaniLeigh and DaBaby, who are officially over. It is official. They are back to the dating apps. Over the weekend, singer DaniLeigh posted this image to her Instagram stories reading, "Officially single," with a black heart emoji. It seems as though she and DaBaby have officially called it quits. You know, after a few months, after opening up to the public about their relationship, there seems to be following controversy surrounding DaniLeigh's most recent song, which had many fans in uproar over the colorist language used in it. She even apologized for the song, because she said that she was not trying to alienate people with her language. So this is actually what she said. Quote, "Because you don't know me, it's like because you don't know me, it's like, let me tell you guys what I meant by that. Hopefully, you guys can catch it with an open heart and genuine mind. I'm sorry again. I offended people who are truly offended. I am sorry." What did you think of that? Reports up until recently speculated that they had been dating for around a year prior to going public with their relationship in December. Do you think it was the song that caused this breakdown between the couple, or was there heat surrounding DaBaby's other issues, which led to the breakup? Because there's a lot of drama there.
Honestly, I feel like it probably was like a little of both. She had the colorist song that you had mentioned, and then before she apologized, she actually doubled down on that, which made her look crazy. To my knowledge, I know we don't talk about DaBaby often, T-Tribe, but DaBaby slapped a woman. That happened. That's like one of our biggest videos at the time. Shout out to DaBaby. Well, not shout out to him slapping the woman, but shout out to him giving us the numbers, number one. And then DaniLeigh, y'all. I believe DaniLeigh got him like 2 cars, and he got her like a cake for her birthday or something real small. Was she really dating him? I don't know. I mean, I question. I think it was a combination of things to answer the question, Monty. But I also think that this could be a case of like, were they really dating, or were they just having lots of really good boudoir moments for a period of time with no title? Like, you could rap about someone and not be dating them, right?
Right, 100%. I totally agree with you. Who really knows what was going on between them? I didn't know about that birthday thing that she possibly got him 2 cars and he gave her a cake. Let me tell you, Papi, if I give you 2 cars and on my birthday you give me a cake, those cars will be destroyed by me. I will record myself like Beyonce and destroy your cars. That's what would have happened. Listen, DaBaby has his own issues, and he hit a woman claiming he thought it was a dude, and then like a year before that, his bodyguard like knocked out a girl, also saying like, "Oh, I didn't know it was a girl." Listen, so you're saying you were gonna knock out a dude? Like, I don't get this mentality you two have that you thought it was okay to hit another dude just because he shined a flashlight in your face when you're the star of the show and people are coming to watch you. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for the numbers, but let's move on from this fella. Let's move on to somebody who's not slapping people around. Lana Condor, who is starring in a new series for Netflix and is producing, which I think is so great. Lana Condor has been confirmed on a new show for Netflix. The To Tell All the Boys I've Loved Before actress announced on Saturday that she will be starring in and executive producing a new limited series for Netflix called Boo Bitch. I mean, that's catchy. That is catchy. Good job. The show is about a high school senior, Lana, who decides to seize an opportunity to change her life one evening to wake up the next day as a ghost. Oh, so Lana wrote an Instagram post, and this is actually what she said, quote, "I'm so excited to finally be able to share with you this fantastic project we've been working on for about a year now. Boo Bitch is coming in hot, and y'all are in for one wild ride. Thank you to our incredible team that has pushed our baby through. Let's go." Yeah. While there's still no release date, we don't know that for the show, many fans are super excited to see what will be happening to Lana's career once the final chapter of To All the Boys movies finally wrap up. What do you think of this? Are you excited? Let me know. Let it out, Courtney. I know as we both take a little sip.
Shout out to Lana. I've only exclusively seen that movie with that boy, Noah Centineo, that we all love. Question mark. T-Tribe, we still like him or what? He's not problematic, right? She's great. She was great in that movie. Shout out to her getting a producing job. You know what I mean? A lot of people sort of shoot and aim for that and they never reach it. But hey, you do a good job and you make an impact on pop culture and you're polite and you're just a good person, seemingly, you get opportunities like this. And I'm sure that because she's built such a platform and an audience for herself, that people will watch. Netflix made a really good move. And I'm sure that with this, we'll eventually hear about Noah Centineo being in something else, or like a rumor or something. They're kind of like the darlings of Netflix still to me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people in the chat agree with you. Like Crystal A, she wrote, "I love Lana, need to watch," and so does Nicole. So I think this is gonna be great, and I'm with you. I love that she's producing. You said it perfectly. So many people try to get their foot in that door, and because let's be real, Hollywood cares a lot about how you look. So a lot of actors, once they get a little older, that door closes, and if you do not have your foot in producing, development, directing already, your career could be over. So she is so smart in doing this at such a young age, opening the door for minorities and women. I'm all about it. You go, girl. Go, boo bitch. Let's do it.
Monty, it almost kind of reminds me of, and although she's not an actress, we can kind of well, we won't count this cameo as her being an actress, but it reminds me, y'all, of Tyra. Tyra modeled until she was able to sort of get her foot in that producer door, and then we got Top Model. And that ran, like, you know what I mean? It's about the longevity. Once you get your foot in the door, it's about turning your foot into a wedge, rather, to keep that door open. And it's okay to let other people in after you, which is very important, Monty.
Good point on that. Yeah, Tyra's a perfect example, really. And she completely kind of changed reality TV, television, and competition shows. Like, she really opened the door for all of that. Who would have thought that people wanted to watch the progression of these people competing to be the next top whatever, chef, model, singer? Now it's literally everything. She created that.
Yeah.
Incredible, you know what I mean? And so, perfect example. I'm all about that. Somebody who, has definitely had her legacy and is still around, even though I wouldn't say she's put her foot in too many doors, is Mariah Carey. But she is still, Mariah Carey. She is legendary, and she definitely celebrated Super Bowl Sunday with her tweets. Mariah Carey does not forget. While everybody was getting hyped for the Super Bowl over the weekend, like me, Mariah Carey showed up for the one and only thing that mattered to her. And this is what she tweeted, everybody. She wrote, "Happy Colin Kaepernick Appreciation Day." Simple, effective. We all know what she's talking about. Mariah decided to forgo any reference to the big game and instead opted to bring more awareness to the injustice that Colin Kaepernick both experienced and tried to address in his now infamous 2016 season. Colin Kaepernick would be forced to retire, so stupid, following his demonstrations against police brutality during the 2016 NFL season, even though all he did, Courtney, we gotta think about that. all he did was kneel rather than stand during the Pledge of Allegiance, which is normally a sign of respect. Especially, my family is very Catholic. I went to Catholic school for years. And what did you do as a sign of respect? You knelt. So I never understood that. But anyway, Mariah tweets this, she it's important to her. She tweets the highlights of the disparity between what happened then and the continued fight for justice that is happening now. What did you think of that?
I thought it was good that she tweeted. I didn't really see any other celebrities tweet about this, and I don't see a lot of celebrities still exactly talking about Colin Kaepernick. And when I say a lot of celebrities, I mean a lot of celebrities that we talk about here on the Morning Tea, because I know people are going to be like, this person said this, and it's like someone we never literally heard of. So good for Mariah that she is woke and she is sharing awareness, because everyone, you could have done something like tweeted a Trump supporter football player yesterday, So, and I'm thinking of some people right at the forefront of my mind, but I like them, so I'm not going to call them out today. But shout out to Mariah. Yes. And honestly, Monty, sidebar, I probably will try Mariah's cookies by the end of the week. It's been on my list.
Please let me know.
There's Amanda letting us know Mika's here. Monty, would you like to count me down?
We're not there yet, you guys. We're not there yet. I actually missed a story.
No, we have to do it. We have to do the Miss Mika song because Amanda did a super chat so that we could do it. Right?
We're going to do it right now. Okay,
so
okay, ready?
From 5, girl.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tia, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Go, Mika. Happy Monday to our good sis, Mika, all the way out there in Nebraska. Shout out to you, Meeks. And yes, Mr. Makeshift, Mariah Carey has cookies. It actually was a story on the show. So I'm very excited.
What kind of cookies, though? Before we move on, what kind of cookies?
Oh, my God, girl. All kinds. There's chocolate chunk. There's like lemon ice box cookies. There's a cranberry white chocolate that I want to try. There's really all kinds. You can get a box of assortment that's like one of each kind. And I think that I might spring the $30 for it, Monty. I might have to. DoorDash, they're going to add those fees on there. I'm feeling like, I might treat myself. Shout out to Meghan Trainor's album.
Listen, treat yourself. If it comes to food, why not? You're going to enjoy it. You're going to indulge in it. Why not? And then just let me know how they are. And guys, I guess I did the countdown wrong. Nobody tell me that it's 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta spice it up, guys.
You got some numbers out there, girl. You are just fine. Do not worry.
I will do a better job of the countdown, everybody. I apologize. But let's move on to somebody who also decided to tweet a little something, but instead, maybe he was trolling a little bit. Let's talk about Lil Nas X. Listen, some people get bored and have a snack like me. And then there's Lil Nas when he gets bored, okay? He took to social media over the weekend to show off his latest assets, y'all, in a series of Twitter posts flaunting a large new pair of boobs that he had just purchased. Check out the photo, and it said, got bored, so I bought titties. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness. Of course, heaven forbid anyone have a good time anywhere, right? Haters started to pour into Lil Nas's replies on the post, with most of them outraged at the disregard for gender norms. One detractor tried to come for the rapper by implying that he had fallen into Satan's trap. But obviously, Lil Nas ain't about that. So he responded, don't worry, and he said, Satan will never have these titties. These titties belong to God, you loser. Listen, I know it's so simple, but I love the word loser. Like, I think it's so effective. I love the word loser. I love that he added that. Thank you. He definitely found one way to end the argument, that is for sure. But what did you think of these wild posts from Lil Nas X? Why do you think people get so worked up over things that are obviously, guys, he's trolling, he's trying to have fun. Why do you think this happens, Courtney?
Monty girl, your guess is as good as mine. Boobs, 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 a lot of boobs. Um, Y'all, is it that deep? I feel like he gets y'all every time, right? Every time Lil Nas X does something that y'all should just like and keep scrolling past, y'all make a big deal out of it, and then he makes more money. So I love it. I want him to continue to win and get millions, billions, write more children's books. If he wants to get boobs and butt cheeks and fake BBL and everything else to make y'all upset, listen, I'm here for it. I'm always going to double tap and put a flame emoji under his Instagram picture. So go off. And people that are mad, stay mad. Pressed, space bars, all of you.
Yeah, stay mad. I mean, it's such a being mad over something so silly. It takes so much work. I don't know why. But when I saw this, I literally was like, boo boo, your back is gonna hurt. Like, you went too big too fast. You should have eased your way into it because it really does cause back pain and you just don't know it until you experience it. So that's literally all I thought. And then I laughed about it. Because again, it's funny, it's a joke, and it's Lil Nas X. That's the thing. It's like, do you not know who this is? Like, if it was somebody else that tweeted that, I guess maybe your reaction could have been that, but it's kind of just like, bro, he's laughing at you. He's not laughing with you. He's laughing at you.
Red in the face, angry on the keyboard. You know what I mean? So I don't get that. How about this? I think it's a lot more productive when you post about things that you do like online versus when you post about things that you don't. Because a lot of times those things that you don't like get more attention and then you have to see it more. It's like TV shows, Monty. Like, you sit around and go on Instagram or Twitter or whatever your mode of social media is and tweet about shows that you don't like. Because those are the shows that get renewed while yours gets canceled at season 2 instead of 3 at Netflix. So, I mean, leave him alone and tweet about what you do like.
Right? I never understood that. I've never understood that. And it seems like such a simple concept that it's not brain science, it's very simple, but we'll never understand, Courtney. We won't get it. We won't get it. But moving on to somebody who I get, even though she is a little bit crazy and kind of a rock star all day, every day, Miley Cyrus. I was not expecting this long of a performance, but Miley Cyrus played a special concert before the Super Bowl yesterday during the TikTok tailgate. Say that 3 times. TikTok tailgate. TikTok tailgate.
TikTok tailgate. TikTok tailgate. Miley, you got
me. The alliteration. You got it. Well, she definitely lived her rock and roll fantasies out. She gave a huge performance with special guests Billy Idol and Joan Jett. They joined her on stage to perform a couple of their iconic hits. Billy and Miley performed Night Crawling and White Wedding together, while Joan and Miley rocked out to I Hate Myself for Loving You and Bad Karma. One moment of the concert, which was too much for Miley, I think was too much for a lot of people watching it live, as she teared up during the rendition of Wrecking Ball. She tries to get through it. She gets through the chorus, and then you can see that she kind of has a moment. She tears up and is overcome with emotions related to the breakup ballad. She even admitted halfway through the song, it never gets easier. She kind of just lets it out. For a second, she forgets, and she's like, man, she says it. She doesn't even sing it. Miley, Joan, and Billy performed in front of 7,500 vaccinated frontline workers and gave an old-fashioned rock concert to kick off the Super Bowl. What did you think of the concert? Because it really was a full-blown concert. You know what I mean? What did you think? And what did you think of her emotional take on Wrecking Ball?
Honestly, and sorry to y'all that are about to get frustrated with me today. Hopefully you'll love me tomorrow. But I feel like Miley should have done the halftime show, personally. I think that a really emotional moment for the halftime show would have been to see Miley sing Wrecking Ball with that passion, emotion, losing herself, etc. I just really think that would have been more impactful than The Weeknd. I know we're going to get to that, y'all. We're not even going to break that down yet. But I did enjoy her performance, the concert, what have you. I was surprised that TikTok had put so much money into it. But I would not be surprised if TikTok really embedded themselves in the music industry in a different way as we continue through this year. I just wouldn't be surprised, like a TikTok music label or something like that. I see lots of people jumping on that bandwagon. But good job, Miley, because it gets the name out there. TikTok tailgate, right?
Yeah, and she did such a good job. And I like that you pointed out. I didn't even think of that. How this really can catapult TikTok into another avenue. Again, getting your foot in a different door. I never thought about that. That's a really good point, Courtney. And why not kick it off with Miley, who I was not expecting it to be like an hour and 15 minutes. I was tuning in and out of it because I was still like doing other things for the Super Bowl. But I was like, man, she's so good. Like, performing like that for that long amount of time, that is work, and that is a skill that not everybody has. Even performers don't all have that. I was super impressed, and there was a moment, I don't even know if you caught it, where somebody has to be wearing what I thought was a Hannah Montana shirt, and she's like performing and she's like, nice shirt. She's not here. I gotta check the back. Or she says something like that. I was like, yes,
she always
Miley,
says
like,
something like alluding to Hannah being in the basement or like in a coffin. So if they don't let Hannah out the damn coffin, girl, we're ready.
I don't know. Real question. Do you think we will ever see Miley Cyrus bring back Hannah Montana?
Yeah, she like money.
You think so?
And that's where it's at. That's where it's at. The plastic heart stuff is like for our age group, Monsi, ... But it actually is, in my opinion, y'all. It is for that. I'm from Pennsylvania. That 50 and up, we love Journey. We love AC/DC, Joan Jett. Like that kind of, it resonates with that kind of crowd. But where the money is at, where the money resides, y'all. Shout out to Relly. Is actually with the kids and people that are around our age. So like people around our age, some of us want to see, well, what is Hannah up to now? There are some young kids that don't know what a Hannah is. So like, you get what I'm saying? I think that Miley definitely will return to her Hannah Montana days. Hopefully she can get the rest of the cast on board. Emily Osment.
I hope that you are right and I am wrong, because I don't think we will see that. I hope you're right, though. I hope that she does like money enough to bring it back. But definitely somebody who for sure likes money is Cardi B. That is 100% sure. No denying it. Cardi B. Her new single, Up, has been out for a total of 3 days, and it's already causing controversy. And I think you guys talked about it a little bit, so we're going to dive a little more into it. The song is very sexually charged, and it definitely earns its parental advisory notice, for sure. None of that has been behind the new critiques that Cardi has been up against. Shortly after dropping the single, over the weekend, fans started to call out Cardi for stealing the song from rappers Fontaine, right? And Mer Pesos. I'm guessing that's how they say the Mer. The New Jersey rappers claim that Cardi copied their song Stuck for the chorus of Up. Mer Fontaine tweeted out a side-by-side of each song's music video to highlight the similarities. We're going to show you a little bit. You guys decide.
Then it's stuck, 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 then it's stuck,
Up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's up. If it's up, then it's stuck.
What do you think, Courtney?
Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of
I
that
know,
young
but
lady.
let's just talk specifically of those two clips. How similar? What did you think?
Okay, the clips do sound similar, but here's the thing, y'all, and y'all know I'm just gonna be honest, because y'all know, like I just said, she's not my favorite person. The fact of the matter is that Cardi created the song before that song came out. If you guys go back and look at, if you have the energy, when WAP came out, Cardi did like a YouTube live with Megan Thee Stallion, and she was like singing that song. She was singing Up during the live. So that was actually a while ago. So how could Cardi copy a song that wasn't created yet? And also, y'all, if you were here on Friday, shout out to y'all, y'all heard me say that Up and It's Stuck is a very, very popular Southern phrase. So, I mean, hey, who's to say that they didn't steal it from someone in the South, Monsi?
That is a great question, Courtney. For real. But you know, Cardi is not one to take anything lying down. She already has clapped back as we would expect her to. She posted a similar video to her Twitter account going through all of the songs that use the same lines in their hook. So this is actually what she wrote. Quote, This is such a popular phrase and so many people shit sounds similar. You mean to tell me I copied like 8 songs? STFU, tired of explaining this shit. I mean, I would be too, and I'm not a musician. I can't even imagine like sitting in a group trying to write a song or being a writer in a newsroom. Like, that's difficult to do. But like you said, this is a very common phrase. People use it on the regular basis. So it is similar in sound, 100%. But with all the information, especially what you just told us, that she wrote it before we knew about it, before probably these other rappers knew about it. So of course, she's Cardi B. I think this is just always going to be that something that comes up with her. People are always going to attack her, find a way. Even if you dislike her, don't like her, whatever, people, go out of their way to attack her. It's like you don't like her, but you don't necessarily go out of your way to attack her. You move on with your life. People are always going to find something to attack her with, even if it's out of the blue. You know what I mean?
Definitely Cardi is problematic in my own opinion, but I feel like if she's right, she's right, and if she's wrong, she's wrong. And in this particular case, as far as we have seen, there's no mess here. Now, when there is mess, we will be here discussing it.
Obviously. Definitely discussing it for sure. And let's continue to discuss some ladies in music. We got Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat and Ariana Grande. This last week, Ariana Grande teased that a new deluxe version of the album Positions would be dropping sometime this month. And we have some new Ariana collab news too. While we're still waiting on the specifics surrounding the 4 songs that Ari will be dropping with the release or the re-release, her collaborators, Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion, are helping to promote a new music video for their song 3435 Remix, which is set to drop soon. Meg and Doja both posted this picture of the 3 artists together to their Instagram pages, getting fans, to start speculating as to what they can expect with their new music video. I'm excited. There's definitely been some thoughts about the remix itself and how excited fans can be for this new music video. But, what do you make of it? Are you excited? I know you didn't really love the song per se, but are you looking forward to this music video?
I just, I can honestly say I am excited for the music video because I love Ariana, Megan, and Doja. The 3 of them, I like them a lot. The song itself just wasn't a slam dunk for me, but maybe the music video will give it an extra point for me. You ever listen to a song and you're kind of like, and then the music video just blows it out of the water. You're like, oh, maybe I kind of like it a little bit more. Like TikTok hasn't even made me like this version of this song. I prefer the original. Like I'll play the original any day. But shout out to all 3 ladies. I am interested in seeing the music video.
Me too, because I like the song. I'm not saying it was my favorite Ari song or even my favorite song out of her album, but I did like the song. It was one of the ones that I added to my playlist the first time around. Then the music video came out with the whole Austin Powers sex doll thing, and I liked it even more. So I am looking forward to see what comes out of this remix music video with these 3 gals that I like all of them. I think together they are total fire. And, girl power all the way. So I am looking forward to it. That picture of them, I thought it looked very similar to the music video already, like their hair. Just a little bit. Like I was just, not as much maybe. Because, never mind, I changed my mind. Never mind, I take it all back. No, never mind. Doesn't look like it anymore. I take it all back. Clearly I thought it was something else. But I am excited about it. I am looking forward to it. Do you think we'll get it?
Reminded me of Monta, that photo of the 3 of them, I don't know if you've seen it, the one of them looking at the television screen? They're laying down, the 3 of them?
Yeah.
Have you seen that photo yet?
I think I know what you're talking about.
It gives me a feeling like 3 girls at a sleepover and Jason about to bust through the door or something. That's kind of the vibe from it, and maybe that's why I'm interested. I like horror movies. So I'm like, all right, maybe they'll do something different. I feel like we don't see a lot of that theme in music videos. I'm all about a concept.
Yes, I love horror movies. And now that you're saying, I do know the picture you're talking about. And I love that you said that you're just like these friends. Even in this picture we just showed everybody, they do make you believe like they're friends. Like they're just girls hanging out, singing together. They really do make you feel that, which is not easy to do since I assume they're not BFFs that talk every single day. But clearly they get along, they have a connection, and it's evident. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Let's drop that video soon, gals. Let's drop it soon. We need it. We need it. We definitely did. Yes, please. And we definitely did get a new video to check out with Caitlyn Jenner. Yes, Caitlyn Jenner posted a new video to her YouTube channel over the weekend and had a very special guest. It was a surprise to everybody that her daughter, Kylie, was going to help her do her makeup for a big lunch that she had in town. It was at Kylie Cosmetics. Okay.
Hey y'all, Monty, we can't start Car Jenner Tea Time until you let us all into the gate. So you gotta drive the car, you gotta beep the car, and then I don't have my driver's license. I'm just the groundskeeper. So then after you beep, you then have to toss me the keys. I then catch the keys. Then I have to get everyone ready for Car Jenner Tea Time with a mighty yell. Leo will then hit the cop lights on me because we're breaking in, and then we will return to Caitlyn and Kylie.
Okay.
Try it, girl.
I'm ready. I had to take my jacket off. It seems like I got to do a lot. I got to do a lot here. Okay. So I drive the car. I beep. I throw you the keys. You take us in.
Yes,
all
ma'am.
Right. Everybody, it is Car Jenner Tea Time. I'm going to turn the car on. We're going to start driving. Yes. Beep. Here you go, Courtney.
All righty, girl. All right, if you guys are ready for all of the tea that goes down behind the Car Jenner gates, be sure to turn your volumes down for Car Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just me. Take it away, girl!
Oh man, I thank you for stopping me and bringing me back to this moment because that needed to happen. I apologize.
They'll never let you live it down, girl. I promise.
But now I know. Officially, Car Jenner Tea Time. We are through the gates. Thank you, Courtney. Yes, we got a new video this weekend. I'm from Caitlyn Jenner, who posted a video on her YouTube channel over the weekend and had a very special guest. Caitlyn surprised her daughter at Kylie Cosmetics, hoping to get someone to do her makeup before a big lunch that she had in town. During the makeup tutorial, Kylie and Caitlyn discuss all sorts of things, including why the girls still call Caitlyn Dad. And this is actually what Kylie said. Quote, I know like sometimes people get really confused when Kendall and I still call you Dad. I know we had a talk a few years ago and you were okay with us still calling you Dad. How do you feel about that now? Caitlyn responded with, quote, I feel it was one of the best decisions I made. And sometimes this community can be pretty tough, especially when it comes to pronouns. Everybody's got an opinion and on and on and on. But I really felt from the beginning that I got to do it. Kind of mine that works for me. And I think everybody out there has got to do it their way, which works for them. You always say, my dad, she, and that's tough to kind of change the pronouns right in the middle. You guys are so good. Every time I hear it, I go, my girls are on it. You know, this father-daughter duo, they laughed about it. They had such a good time doing her makeup. And it was so sweet and comforting to see them like this and just be themselves, you know? We don't get to see a lot of this. We don't get to see a lot of them together. What did you think of the video?
I thought it was very sweet and heartfelt and important. You don't have to really be a fan of Caitlyn Jenner or her values to sort of understand what we all maybe want, which is to be accepted, loved, liked, what have you. And I feel like Caitlyn and Kylie have a level of intimacy that we don't really see on the show as much. So I really appreciate it. Shout out to Caitlyn in this video, because even though Caitlyn is not the messenger that maybe we all don't want, the message is still very true. And if you do have family members that are transgender, non-binary, what have you, check it out. I think that maybe you'll see yourself in the video, which I think is important. The Kardashians are not always right, but when they do have good, honest, genuine moments involving family, I think that that's where they have the biggest impact for me. Clothes and fashion and Kanye's mind aside.
Yeah, I totally agree. We don't get to see this, and everything that was said, somebody probably needed to hear it. You know, I am always so worried about accidentally using the wrong pronoun and offending someone, because it's not on purpose, and it's something in your mind that you really have to be able to think early on to change what word is about to come out, a word you're so used to using. So I give major credit that they're able to do that, still call her dad and then use the word she. That can't be difficult, but I loved what they both said. I think, you know, Caitlyn hit it right on the money, where it was like, this community can be tough, but everybody's got to do it however they want, whatever works for them. And I think that's the right message. You shouldn't have to follow any of the rules that you think have been established before you. No, there are no rules. You take this on however you feel most comfortable. And that's the main thing that I think anyone can take away from this video. Somebody, I already lost it in the chat, that said, I think there were some awkward moments. And you know what? I thought so too, but I think it was awkward because I think there was no need for a story. Like this whole, Caitlyn said, I couldn't find anyone to do my makeup. I have this important thing and no one could do it. It's COVID. That we didn't need a fake story. You could have just been like, my daughter's going to do my makeup. And I think that's where the disconnect was, where we had to create a reason why. We didn't need it. You could have just been like, she's going to do my makeup for the first time. How exciting is this? That's where I think the disconnect was. Right?
Yeah, I agree. It could have been as simple as like, my daughter is and I want to see what her real makeup skills. See, 1, 2, 3. See how easy that was? It's just
so easy.
Y'all tried.
And last thing I'll say that I also was like, did you just say that? Which it just made me laugh. Kylie was like, I'm very athletic. And then even Caitlyn was like, ah? And she's like, no, I'm athletic. I can do whatever I set my mind to. And I was like, listen, when you say athletic, when you were the daughter, you know, of an Olympian athlete, I think that you can do like a sport athletic, not like go on a run, not do like an aerobics video. That's all like a separate style of athleticism. But according to Kylie, she's very athletic.
Does she ride horses like Kendall? Does she be riding the stallions, y'all? I've never seen Kylie on a stallion. Megan or a horse with 4 legs.
Yeah. I've literally only seen her use like an elliptical or like something like that. So it kind of made me laugh. And I was like, I wonder if she really is athletic. Now I want to see you go take on a basketball or like a volleyball. I want to see something. So we'll see if she gives it to us. I hope people are commenting that and she's seeing it. Somebody who is athletic and strong in her family, as many of them are, is Kourtney Kardashian, though. Kourtney Kardashian showed off her workout skills yesterday, and she is dedicated to get that burn. Posting to her Instagram stories, Kourtney showed off a very expensive and very intricate aerial Pilates workout. This aerial Pilates rack, which costs upwards of $5,000, has suspended from like hooks and pulleys and stretching out and working out her core, and she's like hanging. It's crazy. Pilates has been around for years now, but we've been seeing more and more celebs start to show off their upgraded machines recently. While Kourtney may not be, ready for trapeze yet or Cirque du Soleil, she's certainly going to get great lengths to continue posting these bikini photos that she does so regularly, and she does look amazing. What did you think of the video? Have you ever done any type of Pilates workout like that where you're up in the air hanging?
I almost said something really inappropriate. I'll say this. I've been by a Pilates studio, but I've never been inside to actually do the Pilates. Shout out to Kourtney, because Lord, I can't get this gut to go away, so I won't be hanging and doing Pilates. But listen, they all have real strong cores, and whether that's a manufactured core or a Pilates core, The core is core. It's banging. It's banging. The abs are abbing. It's a lot happening there. If I had $1 million, I might have it in my home. I might not use it, but I might have it in my home. But hey, why not? I feel like if you have $1 million, anytime someone says, "Oh my God, this new exercise," blah blah, I would just like drop a coin on it. Like it feels as though their money is like never ending, because even if it starts to get low by their standards, it's like, "Hey, Ryan Seacrest, I'm gonna marry someone for 6 months. Like, let's make it happen." And Ryan's like, "Yeah," So why not? Go off. I'm not mad at her on this one. I'm not a fan of Kourtney Kardashian. But I'm not a fan. I'm not mad at this. She's minding her own business and getting her abs abbing.
Right. And she does look really good. And that workout, listen, I think I'm athletic. I work out a lot. I run a lot, but I have no upper body strength. I would have fallen on my face just grabbing the first one. I would have just fallen straight down. It's like I could outrun you, but I could not do that. It is very impressive to do that. I was just like, man, but you're right. If I had the money, hello, obvio, I would have that and I would learn and I would get stronger. So yeah, would I use it every single day? No. Would I use a chair for a pull-up? Yes, maybe. It's going to help me get a little higher. But it's a lot of upper body strength, which is so difficult. But like you said, they all look good. Their core looks good. You go ahead, spend your money on that. Why not? All right. So, like, is there something I should do for the OMT? Like, is there another car I'm driving? Is there like, what do I do?
No. For this one, girl, I'll just get right on into it. I'll make a silly noise, and that's it.
And that's it. Okay, good. I'm glad. No cars need to be driven. We are at our OMT, everybody. The Weeknd halftime show. We finally experienced it. He took the stage at the Super Bowl halftime show yesterday, and fans, mixed reviews, but a lot of fans were blown away. We had reported that he used $7 million of his own money to make sure the show was exactly how he envisioned it. The Weeknd covered the entire stadium in after hours everything. Many fans have been having a field day with one of the sequences from the show involving a golden hall of mirrors, almost like a maze, making it the most memed thing from the eventful evening. The Weeknd played a medley of his hits, including Starboy, The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, that's my favorite, and Blinding Lights, to name a few. The singer opted to continue his ongoing storyline from his After Hours album, covering the field with bandaged backup dancers and posting them in the stands as well. Fans were raving for the halftime show, with celebrity friends of The Weeknd posting online their support of the show. Some of the tweets, some of the responses were this, like Tristan Thompson, who you love, don't you, Courtney, said The Weeknd legendary performance. And we also had Polly D, who said, me and The Weeknd have the same haircut. Hashtag Pepsi halftime show. Hashtag Super Bowl. And we also, The Weeknd's new Twitter pal, Dionne Warwick, also chimed in writing, well done, The Weeknd. Love the sets and pyros. You looked and sounded great. A big hug and loud applause. Hashtag Super Bowl. All right, let's get into it. Let it out. Let it on me. What did you think?
To try to keep it concise, because we only got like 6 minutes left. Here's how I feel. I feel like if The Weeknd would have done that at the VMAs, that would have been one of the best VMA performances of all time. On the Super Bowl stage, however, that was a very nice 5.8 out of 10. I don't know if women have spoiled me, Monty, but, and this is something small on a long list of critiques, but like he didn't even change the blazer once. He didn't even change an outfit or do a magic spin or, it just, nothing. It was good. It was not a bad performance. It just was like not very great. However, I'm glad, Monty, if y'all were hearing me, before this even happened, I was saying, I'm really not feeling like he's going to deliver in the way that a pop queen would, but I'm going to watch. I'm here for y'all. It was a good performance, but not the fireworks display that I was looking for on the 4th of July. And I would like my money back. And hopefully the world is a lot better so that Miley can perform for real people and not cardboard cutouts. Because honestly, I felt about halfway through that I wanted to check my Twitter, and that was after it had gone live. What did you think?
So, mixed reviews here. I had issues with sound. So immediately, I was already trying to figure out, why is the sound of the music louder than your voice? So from the get-go, it already put me in like a weird, wondering why this is happening versus just enjoying the show. I didn't even think about the fact that he didn't change his red jacket. That's so funny. I didn't even think about that, because you're right. If this would have been somebody else, we would have had a ton of wardrobe changes, which we don't need it. It's just something that we like to see. Let's not lie. And there was really good moments in the show. But like overall, it wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. It wasn't. And it also wasn't the worst. I think it was a little below the expectations I had, especially because his producer had said that they weren't going to do all these like crazy things, and that he had this like great message he wanted to deliver. And I don't know about you, but I didn't get no message. I just saw him perform, and it was good. I mean, I like The Weeknd. I like him. I like his voice. But there was a couple of moments of disconnect, and I was like, are you performing for us at home, or are you performing for the people there? Because it seems very different what you're doing. But that scene with like the golden mirrors that looked like a maze room, that was awesome. When he brought out all of the impersonators out on the field with all the bandages, that was pretty awesome. But like overall, I wouldn't say it was my favorite. And I will tell you that I went to our community page. We did a poll just to see what people thought. So out of the 2,100 votes that we got from yesterday, 46% give it an excellent, 12% above average, 26% just okay, 6% below average, 10% fail. So still, majority thought above average, thought excellent.
Well, those will be the people that will pay the money for the concert, and y'all go right on ahead, period. To me, that wasn't more memorable than Justin Timberlake or Adam Levine. All three of them, put them in the brown paper bag and shake it up and turn it upside down. Whichever one you get, it's the same performance. To me, sorry, XOers, that's not shade. I personally prefer, in case y'all missed it last week, I prefer Pop Queen because they deliver a more dynamic performance. Was not a bad performance, but for me, Monty, that could have been at the Grammys. You know what I mean? And that would have been a real good Grammys. That would have been the performance of the night at the Grammys. But I mean, girl, I would have preferred Miley came swinging across the entire field from one side to the other on a wrecking ball. Tears falling down her face, nothing but a thong on, period, and pasties. And that would have been the show of the decade. Are you kidding me? So thank you, but no thanks, NFL. Try again next year. And Miley or Taylor or else, that's a woman next year. Girl, y'all get the Spice Girls. What's Spice Girls at? Victoria Beckham, they got money for you, sis? Is that what's her number at? Whatever she wants, give that to her.
I don't think Victoria Beckham is gonna join us.
No more men. No more men.
Listen,
keep it at Madison Square Garden.
It's so interesting that you're right. For the Grammys, this would have been so good. But in Super Bowl, we expect something out of the ordinary. You literally don't have a roof over you. We want you to come in like a wrecking ball. We want you to roll in like Shakira and J-Lo and just knock it out of the park. You know what I mean? And so it's sad because you said it. The show wasn't bad. It was good. It just didn't tie in properly for a halftime Super Bowl performance.
Now, Monty, Ariana Grande doing a Super Bowl halftime show and The Weeknd coming out. Now that's a moment. That's a moment. Where was Abel and Friends? That was my thing. I was expecting a couple people, one or two even, to come out, do a little number and then disappear into the wind, and we didn't even get that. So it's like, what was there for the people that weren't hyper Weeknd fans? What was there for us besides the meme we got out of it?
You are so right. I was surprised that nobody joined him on stage. The Latina in me was really like, oh my God, if Maluma comes out and they do a little bit of the Hawaii remix, I will pass out. That's probably why they didn't do it. But you could have brought somebody else and I wouldn't have passed out. I would have just enjoyed it. But you're right. You're right. Courtney, you're right. You stating facts. I don't know what else to tell you. You stating facts. That's it.
Try again, Abel. Just not at the Super Bowl. Sometimes.
But not at the Super Bowl.
If you're watching this live, and also if you're an after sipper, would the halftime show make you want to buy a ticket for his tour? Please answer that, especially if you're an after sipper. Like, I feel like that was his moment to win me over and try to collect my coin. And my coin will be very safe and secure in my, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Courtney, I think I'd still watch him in concert. I think I'd still go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You pay?
I like them.
You got money from Hollyscoop to go see that?
I don't know how much I would pay, but I do think I would still be interested in watching him in concert. Not gonna lie.
Hey, I feel you.
You know, the heart wants what it wants.
I need someone to blow my eyebrows. My eyebrows very intact. How about this? Maybe. Actually, Monty, I don't have anything. Women 2022 for the Super Bowl. That's it. Men not even allowed in the stadium. How about that? All women Super Bowl next year. We don't want not a man on the field. I swear. Do I need to call Jay-Z? Because he's the one that made those decisions, right? Do I need to call Jay-Z and say, okay, now Megan is not the one to be on the stage. We want Ariana, Taylor Swift, or Rihanna, period, and click. And choose from those three. And that's easy. It. We don't even got to put work in or convince nobody. It's just Rihanna, Taylor, or Ariana. One of those three? Rihanna? Are you kidding me? Rihanna? Girl, I might fly in for that. Like, Abel, I'm sorry. It wasn't for me.
That's it.
It wasn't for the game.
For 20 minutes. No men on the field. Those 20 minutes, no men. None.
Not
then
even a backup.
Put them all back out there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Once the show's over and the curtain closed, girl, everyone do what they want.
Everyone do what they die. All right, well, call Jay-Z and let him know, because I agree. Let's do that. Like that. Well, Courtney, T-Trap, I think we have unfortunately come to the end of the show. We've talked about everything. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us. After Sippers, please leave your thoughts and comments below. If you agree with Courtney and I or disagree, just let us know. We want to hear from you. Courtney, everybody loves you, but if somebody is just meeting you today for the first time, where can they find you?
If you want more of me after the tea, all you gotta do is follow me on social media. I've got an Instagram, a Twitter, a TikTok, a podcast. New episodes just went up on Friday. Also my own individual YouTube channel. Take that there, y'all. I can't even breathe. Type it up top. It all comes up. Follow, subscribe, what have you. Where can they find you? Muncie.
You guys can find me across social media at Monty Bolaños. You can see the name right there. And yeah, I'll be around. You can hear my dog barking in the background of most of my videos. He's actually asleep right now, for those of you who asked. It's kind of chilly here in SoCal today, right, Courtney? Like, little overcast. He's not gotten out of bed. His nose is like this out the blanket. He's just
little snuggle bug.
A little snuggle guy. Guys, thank you all so much. We love chatting with you, spilling the tea. We will be here the rest of the week. Courtney will definitely be here the rest of the week. You might see me. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now it's time to wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's into man. You better wash your hands. Wash your hands. Scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. It's into man. You better scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. It's into